How many guitars do I need? This is a question my wife has asked me. It's a question that my students ask me. They also ask me, how many guitars do you have? I think they're just kind of curious. You'd think just younger students would ask me this, but older students ask me too, how many guitars do you have? I have 5 guitars that I use professionally. And I have other guitars that I still own and I still play occasionally, but they were my main guitars in the past and they're kind of babies, so I held on to them. Other guitars I had for a little while and I sold. Now I have friends who still buy guitars to, every few years they buy a new guitar, or every year they buy a new guitar. I personally haven't bought one in 15 years. I found what I really liked, and I kind of stick with the ones that I really like. I'm satisfied. So I'm hoping this little walkthrough, this will help you understand that there is a little bit of a search that goes on to find the right guitar and to be satisfied with what you have. So here's a quick walk through the history of my guitars. The first one that I got was this 1979 The Paul. It was under a friend's brother's bed, and I saw it, and I was like, I want that. And I was able to buy it. My dad went halvesies with me, and this was my main guitar all through high school. So it still plays nice. My son uses it. I play it occasionally when I'm feeling a little punky. My next guitar I got in 1990 as a graduation present, high school graduation present for myself. It's a Yamaha SA800. This was my main guitar all through college, playing in rock bands and doing jazz duos and stuff like that. It was my main guitar, this Yamaha. I still love this guitar. I still play it around the house. It doesn't go out on gigs with me. When I found the right guitar, I knew, and it wasn't this one, but I still play this one and enjoy playing it. The next guitar that I got, a year after I got that Yamaha, I bought my first Tele. And this was really the first time I got a guitar that I knew it really felt right, this Tele. This is a black 1991 Tele. I took all the black paint off of it a number of years ago. I played this in college and after college, and it just became a part of me. So this guitar still, I play this all the time. It still goes on gigs with me. I love this guitar. The next, so this is kind of like my number one. My number two is this Tele. This is actually the main guitar that I take on gigs. This does everything I want a guitar to do. It's a Tele, it feels like home. It's got a humbucker and a Tele pickup here. I'm not a gearhead. I don't know what they're called. I know this is like a classic 50, reissue 58 something, or I don't know, 59, I don't know, no idea. But this is a humbucker. I had this Bigsby added to it so it can do my Bigsby stuff that I like to do. This really is my number one go to a gig choice, and then my other Tele. The other electric that I use professionally is the Gretsch. So this was a gift that I got on my 40th birthday. 3 of my friends went in together and bought me this as a present. I would have never have had the money to really put the money to get a guitar that I didn't need. And I already had my Teles, and those are the ones that I need. So this is kind of a luxury guitar for me. It's a Chet Atkins model. I love it. I play it at home a lot. It does go to gigs occasionally, and definitely if I'm doing a rockabilly gig, this is the guitar. This Tele and this go on those rockabilly gigs. Most gigs I only take one guitar with me. So then I have my acoustics. So this Seagull is my number one acoustic. This plays at church with me every Sunday. This does children's concerts with me sometimes. This does choir concerts. If I'm doing a choir concert, it just played with me a week ago for a choir festival that I did. So this is my main acoustic, and then I have a second acoustic that I keep at school. That's my teaching acoustic. That you know can get thrown around a little bit. Then I have this acoustic. This is my beater acoustic. This is an Ibanez that I picked up used for $99 about 15 years ago. And this is my, hey, we're having a fire pit, bring your guitar. My other acoustic doesn't really go to fire pits. This one does. This one goes to the beach. This one will go backpacking or on a canoe. I don't mind if something happens to this guitar. It plays nice, the action's nice and low, but it's not, I don't have an emotional attachment to this guitar if something were to happen to it. Doesn't mean I don't treat it with respect, but if something bad happened to it, I wouldn't be heartbroken. So to answer the question, how many guitars do I need? I need 2. I use 4 or 5. How many guitars do you need? That's kind of up to you. I think everyone should have an acoustic and everyone should have an electric that they like. And how many do I have? More than I need. I hope this helps you kind of figure out what you might need, the journey that you might have to go through to find the guitar that you really want. For me, once I got this Telecaster and the other Telecaster, this feels right to me. So you need to find out what feels right to you, and happy hunting.